Now, when we talk about Bill Gates, we know that he was once the richest person in the world. Well, he certainly is still one of the richest, but the questions we might ask ourselves are, who really is Bill Gates? Is he really one of those with rags to riches stories? This video will be showing you what you were taught about Bill Gates you think were right, but are actually wrong. Top 10. Bill Gates engineered the COVID-19 pandemic. Many conspiracy theorists blame the COVID-19 pandemic to Bill Gates in April of 2020. They selectively and inaccurately knit together Bill Gates' quotes from his speeches and interviews in the past. It's remembered that Gates had a TED Talk in 2010, where he said that viruses pose the greatest risk of global catastrophe when compared to other threats to humanity. This claim has been debunked many times by fact-checkers. Top 9. Bill Gates drops a $1,000 bill and just shrugged. Though there were different versions of this story, it is actually false, because the US Treasury stopped circulating 1,000 bills and other large denomination bills in 1969 due to their lack of use. So if you have already heard this story, I'm telling you it's a myth. Top 8. Bill Gates will give you cash if you forward this email. The misleading email is basically just a long-running practical joke targeting computer users who believe in credible claims. Though most people instantly recognize the message as a prank, it's probably the tie to Gates' name that makes a few gullible folks hope that maybe the email really is true. And so, the legend lives on. Top 7. Bill Gates said 640k RAM was enough for anyone. It was a bold proclamation from the tech world's leading visionary. 640k is more memory than anyone will ever need on a computer, Gates said at a computer trade show in the early 1980s. Only he didn't really say it. This rumor refuses to die in spite of his repeated public protestations. I've said some stupid things and some wrong things, but not that. No one involved in computers would ever say that a certain amount of memory is enough for all time, said Bill. Top 6. Bill Gates stole Apple's GUI technology. In 1988, Apple filed a landmark lawsuit against Microsoft. The suit claimed that Microsoft Windows used Graphical User Interface or GUI parts too similar to those in Apple products such as the Macintosh operating system. The lawsuit lasted for 5 years, and in 1993, the court sided with Microsoft, throwing out all of Apple's arguments. Thus, this proves that Bill Gates didn't steal Apple's GUI technology. Top 5. Bill Gates wrote a list of rules kids wouldn't learn in school. Gates has done a lot of public speaking over the course of his career, including many speeches at schools. One well-known myth is that Gates appeared in front of a high school audience and pontificated on a list of rules that kids would never learn in school. Gates certainly has a history of passing down fierce directives at those he thinks need guidance. However, he never created this list of rules, let alone reading them in front of a group of students. Top 4. Bill Gates is a dropout from a normal university. Well, being a dropout is true, but many don't know that Bill Gates is a dropout of one of the Ivy League schools, which is Harvard University. It's not just a university, but it's Harvard. So if you think of quitting school now and to be successful like Gates, well, think 100 times, or let's say, don't quit at all. Top 3. Bill Gates admits COVID-19 vaccine will permanently alter human DNA. Well, again, it's a fake news. Gates never said that the RNA vaccines being developed today for COVID-19 will permanently alter human DNA. There are a number of vaccines being developed today for COVID-19, including RNA vaccines. But to date, there's still no approved vaccine for the disease. Top 2. Bill Gates wants to surveil people using electronic microchips in eyes and whatnot. This false claim has also been debunked multiple times since the beginning of the coronavirus pandemic. However, the allegation still persists online. Top 1. Bill Gates giving a $5 tip to the waiter. There's a very famous story that keeps circulating online about Bill Gates giving a $5 tip to the waiter while his daughter gave $500. In the story, the waiter asked why did Bill Gates only give him $5 even if he's the richest man in the world. Bill Gates then just smiled and said that his daughter gave $500 because she's a daughter of a billionaire, while he, Bill Gates, is just a son of a woodcutter. This story captivated the hearts of the many, but this is just another made-up story. Bill Gates attended an exclusive prep school while growing up, and then he attended Harvard University, top of the Ivy League schools. So, Bill Gates is not a son of a woodcutter nor from a poor family. He is from an upper middle class family, as his father is a lawyer and his mother was a school teacher, a University of Washington regent, and a chairwoman of United Way International. When he decided to start a company with some of his old school fellows, Gates turned into his parents to provide a loan. Even though Gates' company probably would have been successful anyway, with plenty of partnerships, Gates' wealthy parents helped immensely as he built one of the most successful companies in the world. So, before believing what you see in the internet, learn to search and fact check.